Have you ever noticed how some elderly individuals carry a distinct odor, even when they appear freshly bathed? As we grow older, our bodies go through natural shifts. Hormonal changes occur, and our skin becomes thinner. Our sense of smell weakens. And often, despite good habits, older adults start to make minor hygiene errors that slowly add up. It's not about neglect. It's that aging bodies need specific care no one talks about. The reality is, you can bathe daily and still carry a scent others might find off-putting. If you're missing a few essential spots, today's video will cover 5 common hygiene habits. Older adults often overlook these, which leads to body odor, but the good news is, they're easy to correct. We'll explore what causes the smell, its sources, and how small but smart changes can keep you smelling fresh and feeling confident at any age. Stay with us till the end, because we're not just offering quick tips, we're diving into topics rarely discussed. Some might surprise you, others may feel obvious, but each one has helped seniors move from feeling embarrassed to stepping into rooms with confidence in how they smell and feel. Let's get started. Number 1. Wearing clothes and undergarments too long before changing. One of the top hygiene slip-ups among the elderly is not changing clothing regularly, especially their undergarments. And while it may seem harmless, this one habit alone can quietly cause a lingering odor. As we age, our bodies perspire differently. Even without feeling sweaty, your body still gives off oils, dead skin, and low but steady moisture, particularly in warmer weather or beneath layers. When these build up in fabrics, they start to decay. Bacteria flourishes, and that's what leads to that musty, stale odor people often link to the elderly. Undergarments like underwear, bras, and undershirts are the biggest offenders. These garments rest closest to the skin in areas where oil and sweat gather most. If they aren't changed daily and properly cleaned, they don't just trap scent, they cling to it. And no level of body spray or perfume can cover up what's been sealed into fabric. There's also a pattern among some seniors of wearing the same outfit for 2 or even 3 days straight. It may appear fresh. It might even seem fine to the touch, but once the fabric has soaked in body scent, especially without being aired out overnight, you're starting day 2 at a disadvantage. One lady I know, Evelyn, age 78, told me she used to wear her house dress 3 days in a row, just out of habit. It didn't smell bad to me, she said. But her daughter gently noted that the house had an odd smell. That one comment made her reconsider how often she changed her clothes, and it transformed how she felt around people. If switching clothes daily sounds like too much work, begin with small changes. Prioritize the pieces that sit directly against your skin. Keep a small collection of clean, breathable underwear within easy reach. And when dealing with outerwear, make sure to hang it in a space with airflow before reusing it, not bunched on a chair or tucked under a throw. The goal isn't perfection, it's awareness. Once you understand how much of your scent lingers in your clothing rather than on your skin, you can take easy steps to feel fresher overall. And that small change? It helps you feel cleaner, lighter, and more self-assured from the inside out. Number 2. Overlooking key spots like skin folds and tucked-away creases. Many seniors bathe often and still deal with body odor. Usually, it comes down to a simple oversight, not cleaning the parts that need attention most. Skin folds, tucked creases, and spots where dampness builds up are easy to miss. Yet they're the exact areas that trap bacteria and odor. With aging, body shape shifts. Skin loosens. Folds appear on the stomach, under breasts, around the groin, and behind knees. These are warm, damp, and shaded spots, ideal zones for bacteria to thrive. And if they're not cleaned and dried completely each day, bacteria starts to multiply. Sweat and skin oils turn into something far more noticeable. This isn't about poor hygiene, it's just part of being human. For many older adults, physical limitations also play a part. Reaching behind the knees or under the arms becomes tough with arthritis, joint pain, or reduced flexibility. But the outcome is the same. Even with a full-body rinse, these areas often remain damp and uncleaned, which leads to an odor that lingers. It's equally vital to dry these spots well after washing. Cleansing alone isn't enough. If you step out of the shower, towel off briefly, and move on without gently drying under the arms or between skin folds, you're setting the stage for odor to creep back in by midday. Even a little trapped moisture can go the wrong way quickly. Harold, 74, once shared with me that despite daily showers, his shirt still seemed to smell off by afternoon. His doctor softly suggested taking more time drying under his arms and stomach, and using a separate towel for those areas. He admitted it felt odd at first, but within 2 weeks, his wife noticed the difference before he did. To help with this, consider using a soft washcloth or sponge to reach into those folds during bath time. Be patient. No need to rush. Choose a gentle, unscented soap and rinse thoroughly. Afterward, pat dry with a clean towel. And if certain areas remain moist, try using a bit of cornstarch powder or a skin-safe drying powder. This extra step doesn't just cut down on odor, it also guards your skin against rashes, discomfort, and itchiness. Most importantly, it keeps you feeling clean in a way that lasts well past the morning hours. If you're still watching this and finding the tips helpful, type number 2 in the comments to let me know you're with us. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd encourage you to hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you won't miss upcoming videos. Your support allows us to keep making thoughtful, helpful content just for you. Now, let's continue. Number 3. Using damp or overused towels without realizing it. There's comfort in having a go-to towel. It feels soft, reliable, and always nearby. But here's something many overlook: if that towel doesn't dry fully between uses or is reused for too many days, it can quietly become one of the biggest sources of odor in your daily routine. Towels are designed to absorb water, but if they stay folded in a humid space or don't dry completely, they begin to retain that moisture. And when they stay wet for too long, it's not just a musty smell, they can start growing bacteria and even mildew. So each time you dry off, especially after cleaning those sensitive areas we just discussed, you may be reapplying that bacteria right onto your body. This is especially true for bath towels, hand towels, and washcloths. They can seem fine at a glance, not visibly dirty, but that doesn't mean they're safe for extended reuse. For older adults who may not sweat much or who bathe less frequently, it's easy to miss how fast towels develop odor and how long they retain it. Phyllis, age 80, told me she didn't understand why her freshly cleaned skin still carried a light odor. The reason? She had unknowingly used the same towel for nearly a week. After she started switching every few days and letting them dry completely, the smell vanished, and so did the discomfort. It's also important to think about how and where your towels dry. Hanging them in tight spaces with low air flow keeps them damp. Try placing them where air moves freely, near a fan or open window if you can. And when washing them, skip strong fabric softeners or heavy fragrances that leave behind residue. Instead, every few washes, use plain white vinegar to remove buildup and refresh the fabric. Clean towels do a better job of drying, and fresh ones help your skin stay fresher too. This one habit, properly drying and rotating towels, makes a bigger impact than you might think. It's easy to ignore, but it really does work. Number 4. Skipping denture and oral care. When people think of odor, they rarely think of where it often begins: your breath. And for seniors, especially those who wear partials or full dentures, the mouth can become a major odor source if not looked after the right way. Even if you brush regularly, failing to clean dentures, gums, and your tongue can let odor spread beyond the mouth. It lingers in the air around you. As we grow older, saliva production drops. Many medications dry the mouth further. That dryness creates the perfect setting for bacteria to grow, especially along the gums, under dentures, and across the tongue. The result? A sour, stale scent that the wearer might not notice, but those nearby definitely do. And here's what most folks don't say: dentures aren't wear-and-forget devices. They need daily removal, thorough brushing, and soaking in a cleaning solution to destroy bacteria hiding in their many tiny cracks. A simple rinse won't cut it. If dentures stay in your mouth all day and night, they begin forming a biofilm, basically, a sticky coating of bacteria that leads not only to bad breath, but also to inflammation and possible infection. Mary, 77, told me she hadn't taken her upper plate out at night in months. She figured it was fine, until she started waking with a strong taste in her mouth. Her daughter gently asked if she'd seen the dentist lately. Once Mary began soaking her dentures nightly and brushing her tongue, she said her mouth felt totally fresh each morning, and the odor was gone. If you've got natural teeth, don't skip cleaning your tongue. Most bacteria that cause odor live right there. And if you deal with dry mouth, try using an alcohol-free mouthwash and sipping water throughout the day to stay hydrated. Your breath is a reflection of your body's overall state. When your mouth feels clean, others sense that energy the moment you speak. Even if you're not aware of the odor yourself, others usually are. Clean breath shows that you care, it reflects presence and self-respect. And it's one of the quickest ways to feel refreshed, even before stepping out the door. If you're still tuned into this video and these tips are helping, please comment number 4 below so I know you're with us. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd suggest you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Your support truly helps us keep making thoughtful content that informs and uplifts. Now, let's continue. Number 5. Relying on perfume or powder to cover odor instead of addressing it. It's a common misstep, one that many don't even realize they're making. When we notice an unpleasant smell on ourselves, the first instinct is often to grab some perfume or body powder to mask it. And while that might seem like a quick solution, the reality is that covering up odor with fragrance doesn't fix the issue, it often makes it worse. Perfume is meant to blend with clean skin. But when sprayed over sweat, bacteria, or the residue from clothes worn yesterday, the scent mixes with those base odors and creates something less appealing. What starts as a floral or citrusy fragrance can shift into something sour, sharp, or overpowering. Others may pick up on it, even if they're not sure exactly what smells off. The same applies to powders. While a bit of cornstarch-based powder in certain folds can help keep moisture in check, using strong, scented powders all over the body as a substitute for washing can build up on skin and clothes. Over time, it forms a layered scent, one that's stuffy, stale, and more noticeable than the original body odor. This habit shows up often in older adults who are hesitant to bathe daily due to arthritis, fatigue, or fear of falls. But masking isn't the answer. Simplifying is. Gentle cleansing, clean towels, fresh undergarments, and breathable clothes do far more than any perfume ever could. That doesn't mean you should avoid fragrance. Not at all. A soft, clean scent can be a lovely part of your daily care. But it should be added after you've washed, dried, and refreshed, never as a substitute. Think of perfume as a finishing touch, not the foundation. Ella Lehner, 81, once told me she wore rose-scented cologne each morning out of habit. But when her granddaughter gently mentioned her clothes had a faint, closet smell, it made her reconsider. She began using unscented wipes by her bed to freshen up and started laundering her shawls more often. Now she says the perfume smells how it's meant to, soft, fresh, and lovely. Your scent should express who you are today, not mask what's left from yesterday. That kind of freshness comes from care, attention, and choosing to address the cause, not just the surface. And the funny thing is, once you do, you may find you need far less perfume than you ever thought. Final thoughts: as we come to the end, take a moment to reflect on the 5 hygiene habits we discussed. Which one felt most relevant to you? Maybe it's wearing clothes too long, or maybe it's forgetting hidden creases during your wash. Whatever it may be, know that even small changes can have a big impact. Not just in how others perceive you, but in how you feel within yourself each day. Hygiene isn't just a routine, it's an act of care and pride that shows up in the smallest details. The smell of clean laundry, the comfort of a dry towel, the confidence of fresh breath. These things add up to something powerful. We'd love to hear from you. What stood out today? Share one insight in the comments and how you plan to apply it in your life. Your stories inspire us and help others, too. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it forward. Your support allows us to keep creating helpful, uplifting content for seniors like you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.